Ladies and gentlemen, we got the one and only, the playmaker, Michael Irvin. First of all, I got to ask you, do you got your energy?
Oh, I'm good, baby. I always have my energy.
You always
man.
got it.
Right. Life is that energy.
No
Life
question.
is that source, man. And, you know, like Dog said over there, South Florida is the spot, boy. Y'all see, start playing. And, you know, it's so great, too, because I partner with Hard Rock Bet, right?
Yep.
And y'all, where is that? That's Florida.
No question.
So right. And it's my first time being able to work, like, with a company like this, because I've been working for the NFL all the while, ever since 1988. And you can't work for the NFL and do any kind of partnership in this area. And this is my first, and it's the greatest thing in the world, man, working with peeps from home, man, with Jim Allen and all those guys at Hard Rock. So yeah, it worked out perfectly.
Well, speaking of Hard Rock, Irv, I think it's only right. I'm going to throw some numbers at you, and I want you to pick a number. I got 27, 28, and 30. Pick a number.
27, 28,
or
and
30.
30. There is nothing like the first.
Okay.
I don't care what anybody says. You know, we like to say the second and the third was as good, and it was as good as it could be in comparison of the first. Because the first says, I finally did it. There's so many guys in this game that are walking on that field for the first time in a Super Bowl. Your life changes after this. No matter what, win, lose, or draw, you stepped on that field, there's a certain something comes. One or two things happen. You either get this insatiable thirst to be ye back at that place again. You know what I mean? Or it breaks you in such a way that you never get back to that place. Which are you? I was the one that, after I had 27, that's why I got them other numbers you just asked me about, 28 and 30, because I had an insatiable appetite to get back to that place again.
And for our viewers that might not understand the number concept, Super Bowl 27 was his first Super Bowl, and then Super Bowl 28 was the second, and of course, Super Bowl 30 was the third.
I should have had Super Bowl 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31.
Man, but I'm sure you're grateful for them three, though.
I am, dude, but I'm still hurting from the ones that got away.
Yeah.
I don't even understand how dudes that didn't win any can live if I'm struggling with three. You see what I'm saying?
I ain't got none.
I'm struggling with three, man. That's what I'm saying.
It hurt, dog. It hurt. It hurt. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. It hurt. But I do get some comfort when I go home to my wife, my boys, man. And I just say, you know what? Like you said earlier, we talking about life too now. We got to live life a certain way. We winning.
And
we
the
best.
Man.
But
and we winning.
I do want to ask you though.
In your lineage, all of them know what's in them. What's in you is in them. So you win on both levels because they know, hey, mine was in that level.
No question.
So that means what's in him is in me. I can get back to this level.
Come on,
and that's
now.
the greatness of it.
Come on now. Listen,
That's
I got a
real deal.
2-year-old and a 5-month-old, two sons, man. You got me ready to go speak some wisdom into them right now. But listen, I will. Don't you worry. I will. But back to the Super Bowl, and listen, we're sitting here at Radio Row. You see, we've got interviews over here. We got celebrities like yourself all over the place. I mean, the day and era that we're in, it's all about social media. It's all about how much can we access these people. I'm going to go ahead and ask you. Now, on the paper, it says I should ask you if social media was around, what would it have been like for you? But I'm going to pose the question in a different way. If social media had been around back in your day, what would we have seen?
Too much.
Too much.
Too much. I answered this one time for someone when I at ESPN. It was Madden thing we were doing.
Yeah.
And they asked me. They said, "What would it have been like to have social media when you were playing?" I said, "Are you joking?" Like I got in trouble when it was just news at 11. Social media is every second. If I can't hold up when it's just news at 11, you know I ain't gonna hold up when it's every second. You see what I mean? So it's a whole different game now, but it's also a whole different great opportunity because now no longer are you governed by the thoughts of the big boys, the NBCs, ABCs, CBS, Fox, and the one areas who tell you what you're thinking. Oh, everybody's thinking this, and everybody has to believe it because it's coming from them. Now you can see what everybody's thinking because it's called trending. Yeah. You can see what everybody believes because it's called trending, and that makes a difference.
You know that guy? You remember that guy?
Oh, yeah, that's my band right there. That's my dog of dogs right there, y'all. Mm-hmm. Y'all say what y'all want.
Charles Haley. Come on. Right. Charles Haley.
I had Charles Haley on my White House podcast yesterday, man. And I told people yesterday, and I tell them again, there's very few people I respect, honor, and love in this world as much as I love this dude right here.
Legend man. Again. This is what we do, man. This is what we do.
Come on, man.
This live. What we tell y'all? This live TV.
Right.
This Radio Row. This the Super Bowl. This is what you want.
Right. And they get him right here. Charles is one of the only few mugs that can come in the room and sit me down. You know, I walk in here with three, and y'all say, "Oh, you got 3," and then here come this joker with 5. You know what I mean? Sit your little ass down, Michael. That's what he said. Sit your little 3 championship ass down.
Man,
I got 5.
Listen, it's a lot of wisdom between y'all two, though, right? There's a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge in the game, hell, a lot of experience at this level. What's some advice? Like let's say our viewers were the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks, and you talking to these young men with the opportunity of a lifetime in front of them, what you telling them as greats of the game?
Well, you know, the biggest part I see with this generation, they're not communicators. They're not fighting for the guy next to them. When I play, if Mike Irvin was sitting right there or sitting over there, I didn't want him to be disappointed in me. I wanted the guy next to me to know that I would sacrifice, I would do anything for them. And then when you have that kind of brotherhood, it's unbreakable. And when you talk to my teammates at the Cowboys or at the 49ers, they know the sacrifices I made for them and they made for me. And team is everything. That's 11 guys believing in themselves, believing that we can do it. And until teams start doing that, and then quarterbacks, they think they God. And, they think they God.
We got people like Pete Briscoe that think it's God's position.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Hey, until they get out of stupid and come down to dumb and realize, guess what? You got to control the whole team. Okay? It's not about you, it's about team.
Mike, what about you?
Man, listen, these young men today have such great opportunities, to really set their families up. If you ask me what I would tell these guys that are out here right now, understand that this is not just a regular game. This is the Super Bowl. It's everything that you have asked and dreamed of. You have opportunity to accomplish. And all of us, each of us, we have at least 2 of us and all of us. I tell these young men, the great men in this world will have to learn to mitigate the kid in him so it doesn't mess up the king in him. And out here, the kid gonna want to play, but you got to say no and focus on your king and get to that football field, because there'll be a lot of things saying, "Oh, let me talk to your kid. How you doing? What's your kid name?" And boy, if you get lost in that, boy, I'm just telling you, boy. So it's a hell of an opportunity, but there's nothing like walking out of this game as a Super Bowl champion. It changes your life.
Yeah.
Hey, Irv, before we let you go, I don't play a familiar game. We played in Tallahassee.
Yeah, that was fun.
Better at their peak, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw some names out to you, and Charles, you can help as well. Better at their peak, 2 outstanding legendary names for each position.
Better at their peak. Who was better when they was at their peak?
Wide receiver, Calvin Johnson or Randy Moss? Better at their peak.
Megatron.
That's a tough one right there, dude. Because they both big boys, but Randy had the up the field and Calvin had the all over you anywhere. You know what I mean? Boy, that's
Charles said Megatron.
He was confident with it, too. He ain't second guess. He ain't sweating nothing.
Randy was a bad boy, man.
Hey, Megatron quit. Hey, he quit at the top of his game.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah,
okay. So don't you have to understand a player like that, he's like Barry Sanders. Yeah. Who's the best running back? Barry Sanders.
Well, hold on. Speaking of running back,
Irvin got to answer though. Irvin give us an answer.
In Megatron, I love Megatron, but Randy Moss can take a hitch I saw it. And it went 70 yards on us every time. I said,
Thanksgiving.
I said, it was a hitch. Hey, damn, pup. It was a hitch, pup. How do you go by you on a hitch? You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I can't be the only one that opened my eyes up with.
I got to go red.
I can't be the only one that opened my eyes when Moss did the one hand on Revis Island, right? I mean, we got to, come on.
In that one-hander. But hey, boy, Megatron was no joke, dude.
Hey,
guys, that's a hard one.
Why y'all jumping at Megatron when you got one of the greatness right here, dog?
He was just asking about those guys. He wasn't asking about championships.
Hold on.
He wasn't asking about championships.
How you jump past Jerry Rice?
He was talking about catches and yards. He wasn't talking about championships.
You play with both of them.
We got to do what they tell us.
Hold on. Yeah, but you play with both of them. Hold on.
They were asking about catches and yards. They weren't asking about championships, Charles.
Hold on. Since Charles want to get on the spotlight.
They want to talk about
Charles.
standard of excellence. That's what it was.
We ain't never going to get fast wide receivers.
This is the last one. We're going to wrap it up. Since you want to get on the spot. Since you want to get on the spotlight, better at their peak, Michael Irvin or Jerry Rice. You played with both of them.
Boy,
I ain't answering that one.
I give Jerry Rice Jesus and cleats. But as soon as you finish with the E and Rice, you better start with the M and Mike. That's what I tell you.
Well, I'll tell you this. Jerry Rice had the pure running thing. Michael was a tough as could be. And you know what? Both of them had that killer instinct. Yeah. They walked out there and said, you know what? Put 2 or 3 over here. You know what? I don't care. And then they take a hit. Michael was one to take more of a bigger hit.
He ran all them slants.
You ran that slant, or you run back to the ghetto.
That tells me you're a man or not.
Hey, Southwood might be where it's at,
and back then, they had safeties that gonna knock you out.
Right.
Different game.
Hold on. I know we're supposed to go to break, but I'm gonna ask one more, just for my sake. Yeah. We got to talk running backs, dog. We got to. And these are 2 different style cats right now, but both legendary in their own right. Adrian Peterson in his prime. LT, LaDainian Tomlinson in his prime. Come on.
That's another tough one, man.
Come on, give me something.
Well, but AP was a different dude. LT was too. LT, I love LT, but I'm gonna have to go with AP on that one if you look at it. But LT was a different dude.
I mean, I respect it.
Adrian Peterson, I would have the HP.
Yeah.
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
That was a bad boy, man. That was a bad boy.
Come on now, give me some.
What?
Come on.
I don't.
Adrian Peterson,
but listen, I'm taking Emmitt over Barry Sanders. I love Barry.
What?
I love Barry.
What?
Barry gives me the dazzle.
Emmitt
gives me the for shizzle.
Like that. I played against that fool.
Yeah.
Dog, I played against that fool. Hey,
how'd it work out for you?
He would come. I got my arms over at the time. He back up. Right. He back up. Dog, go 80.
Yeah, man.
Go 80.
To the highs. You never see him again.
I went cross.
To the
and then, you know what? He lost more yards. He lost more yards than he gained.
Damn. Think about how many yards he would have gained if he didn't run backwards and side to side, back and forth.
And that's
Reggie Bush before Bush.
And that's what I'm talking about. You see what you just said?
Uh-oh.
See, you know what? Because I'm a businessman. And I know as long as you're putting $1 in, you will never go broke. You know what I mean? Emmitt always gains something. He never goes back. That's why we don't even have to take him off when we get to the green zone, because in the red zone, because we know he's going to gain something. That's why I take Emmitt. I take the consistency over the dazzle.
Man,
I love this. Good football talk.
Dazzle is
this ball talk. This is good ball talk.
Emmitt is a GOAT.
Yeah.
But, hey,
You say you taking Barry.
just think about if Barry had kept playing.
Oh, yeah.
Dog,
He's like Megatron.
I played against this dude. I played against Emmitt. Hey, both of them are similar, but Barry had that speed to go and that quickness to go with that, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, Irvin, before we let you go, tell us about your relationship with Hard Rock. And we need to pick from the game.
Well, okay. Hard Rock best have it right now, 4.5 points Seattle. You know, and I've been leaning towards Seattle. You know, of course, at the end of the week, I got to make a few calls to find out which guy's been out, who's been naughty, who's been nice before I make you the final pick.
Yeah.
But listen, and partnering with Hard Rock, I told these guys, I was telling them earlier, I'm so happy to be partnered with Hard Rock because I've never had a chance to work with companies like this, working with the NFL. So yeah. I'm gonna take that 4.5 and go with Seattle. That 4.5 Hard Rock bets, guys, on the game.
Hey, I'm taking Seattle because DeMarcus Lawrence, he was at the Cowboys. I know what he has. I know that the leadership style he has. And they got a defense. So that quarterback, he's proved himself year after year. And, you know, the New England quarterback, what is he going to be, deer in headlights? What happens when he throw an interception? Is that head going to drop down? Or he going to say, like the gunslinger, Brett Favre? He'll throw 5 interceptions on you and throw 7 touchdowns, bro. You know what I'm saying? Is he that kind of guy? And I don't think so.
All right. Well, listen, we got ball talk. We got legends. We got it all on CBS.